Punch Club is a strategy boxing game released by Tiny Build Games in 2016. It features adventure and RPG elements, as well as crisp pixel graphics. The game starts with a very dramatic sequence, which draws you in and helps drive the future plot. In Punch Club, you play as an aspiring fighter. Starting with nothing, you work your way up and acquire new skills and connections as you begin to conquer the world of fighting. You must manage your time effectively and balance your money, stamina, and hunger in order to succeed. On top of that, you also have to maintain a rigorous training regimen. There are times when this can feel overwhelming, but it slowly gets easier as you gain access to more allies and resources. Punch Club features your home as a central hub and an overworld map with many locations filled with activities and characters, some friendly and others opponents. Your coach can help you out with encouraging suggestions, or you can hit the gym to gain access to equipment you don't have at home. Maybe you can even meet a training partner. It's up to you to choose which stats to train and which exercises you think will maximize your gains. You must work jobs to earn money or find more unscrupulous means of income. Luckily, there are many options to choose from. You'll need to buy food and pay for your travels across the city. You can also save up and upgrade your home gym, making training much easier. Punch Club has several unlockable areas, slowly expanding the map as well as your options. Fans of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles will get a little something special if they do some digging. There are many branching paths in Punch Club, both in the story as well as in your skill tree. As you level up, you can select skills, acquiring new attacks, defenses, and passive abilities. There are 3 paths you can choose from: Tiger, Bear, and Turtle, each with unique advantages. You can plan your skill tree route early or adapt to your current situation. You must select your unlocked skills before combat and decide what kind of fighter you want to be. Combat itself is automatic, but you can choose which skills to bring to each fight. You are also able to see some of your opponent's abilities and stats, so you can plan accordingly. You have to maintain stamina and fight so you don't get fatigued, but you also need to make sure you don't get hit and ultimately knocked out. Sometimes the best defense is a good offense, but other times focusing on dodging can be the difference between success and defeat. It all depends on your playstyle. Your fights through the ranks are scheduled, so you know how much time you have left to train and can make sure you're in peak form for the combat. You progress through tournament brackets and change from an amateur to a pro, gaining new skills and information for your own personal goals. Punch Club features an 80s theme in its aesthetics and sound design that does well matching and supporting the game's story and setting. The character designs are polished and shining and often feature humorous dialogue. I find Punch Club to be very immersive. The management mechanics are a satisfying loop, and it can be addicting to continue playing, pushing forward towards the next big fight or level up. I appreciate Punch Club being a game with passive combat, as it allows me to focus fully on the strategy and then sit back and watch the results. Towards the end of the game, there is a sequence of rapid-fire fights, which builds tension and allows you a chance to use all of your acquired abilities. The training and grinding for resources is put aside in favor of a gauntlet of challenging opponents. Punch Club features different climactic endings depending on your choices throughout the game. This, along with the branching skill tree, really extend the game's replayability. There is also the addition of user-created ladders, allowing you to create and compete in community-made challenges. I like to think of Punch Club as a spiritual successor to Punch-Out!, the iconic NES game. Instead of focusing on the gameplay of the fights like in Punch-Out!, Tiny Build decided to hone in on the training montages of Little Mac and Doc Lewis and flesh them out into a full and enjoyable experience. Punch Club is a mix between idle RPG and strategy management, and really brings the best of both worlds. Recently, there has been a sequel released, Punch Club 2, Fast Forward. 7 years since the release of the first game, Punch Club is back, with more science fiction and fantasy elements. It looks every bit as fun and zany as the original, and I look forward to seeing where they have taken the game and what improvements have been made. Thanks for listening, and happy playing. With a little luck, you'll become the champ.